Good evening. I'm here tonight with Patrick Ryan, who is the founder of the Paradise Project. And if you'd like to know more, please go to www.creatingourparadise.com. Welcome, Patrick, first of all.
Well, thank you for having me, Theresa.
Yeah, it's great to have you. I wonder if you could clarify for us, what is the Paradise Project? What is it all about?
It's about manifesting change. So, in short, it's a little bit of a hub of like-minded and like-hearted people that working towards change. And if change, why not creating something that is like a paradise-like?
And who would this be for? Who would this website be for?
Well, every individual who are ready to participate and contribute to change.
Okay, so first of all, I guess I should ask you, why did you create this website?
Well, you know, I'm not really happy with our situation on this planet. If you look around, I mean, we're living into starvation. I mean, many countries are in starvation. We have all these wars around. We have more than 100 active wars on this planet. It's terrible. We're living in chaos, the economy, and of course, not to mention the climate change and what we have done to our planet with the environment. So we need to do something about it, otherwise we're going to suffer this far.
So you've created this website, this project, to make it global and to ask, say, me if I lived in Africa or Australia to be an ambassador to help you? Is that what you mean?
Wow, you get that right.
Ah.
So it's a global community that we want to co-create here. A global community that are working everywhere, a little bit everywhere on this planet in order to manifest change. So there are different ways to do it. We have created values, Paradise Value Charter, which would be the foundation of change. You know, everything starts with education, understanding also what our values are. For instance, our society right now is based on power, greed, consumerism, ownership. So basically, it cannot possibly thrive towards change and towards a different society. So therefore, we have created 12 values that are really interlinked to manifest and be the catalyst of change. Give you an example: contribution, love, compassion, empathy, the respect of human rights, things that we know but we not really actively participate with or using in our daily life. So by integrating all these values in our daily life and in our society and in companies and in organization, basically having these values in forefront will really help and manifest change.
So from what I hear you say is by creating the awareness and educating people about these different values, change has begun with us, and then we just spread it outwards from us.
Yeah, totally. And you know, things cannot happen from one day to another for sure, but we can start with that as a point of education with the values, because once we understand the need of go deeper with values and integrate them in our life on a different level and prioritize the respect of human rights and prioritize the contribution aspect. Imagine if tomorrow I want to contribute to the betterment of your life. How would that make you feel?
Absolutely, I see what you're saying.
And if organization and companies are working towards that more then everything can be different. And so that's what we have to think about, is the values first. The second part of our website is also about awareness on 4 elements: the mind, the body, the environment, and the society. Everything is interlinked, everything works together. But if we get some kind of awareness around these 4 elements, then we can see, okay, well, I need to increase my well-being or the potential of my mind by doing some exercise or by participating to different workshops. Same with the body, I need to eat properly and everything. The environment, I can contribute directly to change my environment and maybe save some energy and things like that, and then having society engaging in the same process, then we can have really make a difference.
Well, that sounds amazing. So now, say for example I live in Australia, and I'm thinking, wow, this group of people, I have the same philosophy, but I'm in Australia, so how do I hook up with you? And I'm thinking, okay, I have many gifts, but I don't know what it is you need from me.
Mm-hmm.
Would you have a list of talents or anything on your website that I could go in and check off and say, hey, I could contribute this way where I am?
Well, this is a great idea, actually. Thank you, Mike. Australian way. And it's funny you mentioned Australia, because we actually do have a group in Australia already. But also, I mean, if you would like to participate to change and be part of the Paradise Project, you're most welcome to join in. Bring your own talents and skills, and that would be the easiest way to come in, because you have a lot to bring already. And then let's say you want to also learn something, you could go on that list you mentioned, and if I give an example, we need public relation, and we have a small group but we need more, so you could learn from that public relation team and transfer the existing skills that you already have, and then learn at the same time. So it's both ways, like about bringing what you already have, and maybe learning, if you want to, some new skills by being part of a team. And yes, it would be a great idea to just have a list of what we need, and we need so much right now, because there are different phases of evolution, as you can imagine. Mm-hmm. So we are just at the baby phase here, and we are looking for growth.
Well, the great thing is that you started. Now, one of the questions that came to me is, not everybody is real technical in being on the website and learning that way. Would you have like teleseminars or anything, any other way of communication that perhaps to grab everybody's attention in the world?
Yes, the purpose is to start. We start with the virtual way, because that's the easiest way to communicate globally. But we ultimately want to have some local events happening. So that's really important, that community develop that way and become more than just virtual, but actually physical. And so the purpose is to grow internationally and physically as well. So people who are not at the beginning, computer literate, it's okay, they can learn if they want to. We'll have definitely webinars, and we'll have teleconference, and we'll have and we have also local chapters. And because we have local chapters, people can go and come in the chapter and connect with others. And if you're the first one, then you create your own chapter.
Well, that sounds great. So, say now I'm at the point where I know about you and I love your philosophy, it's the same as mine, I'm fired up. What's my next step? What do I do?
Well, like I mentioned before, just start to come on the website, do your self-evaluation. We have self-assessment on the 4 different levels. Of your on the mind, body, mm-hmm. Environment, and society. So you do the self-assessment. You start with everything. Change starts with ourselves. So you see where you're at. You decide, okay, well, I need to grow in that area. I need to understand more about my environment, how I impact my environment, what I can do about it in order to change this, how I can impact my personal body, and how I can increase my brain potential by doing some exercise, by breathing more, and so on. So you will learn a few things about yourself, and you will have an impact towards other people that are around you, and that's how everything starts to change. And then, of course, it's about word of mouth. So mm-hmm. speak to everybody about it, and we need to co-create this paradise together. I cannot just change the world all by myself. It's all a community. It's all our community that needs to do that. So co-creation is the key here.
So from what I gather from everything you said, it's about change starts with me.
Yes.
And then I feel so good about that I want to go out and spread that, and then it basically creates the ripple effect or the domino effect.
And become
it
an
just
ambassador.
Become an ambassador, and everybody will join into the Paradise Project. And before you know it, we'll be one happy world.
That's exactly the goal of it.
Well, thank you so much, Patrick.
Thank you.
And please go to www.creatingourparadise.com.
That's it. Thank you very much, Theresa, and I hope to have you part of our team very soon.
I look forward to it.